Elijah, when you went down a few weeks back and Charlie Becker stepped in and did such a great job for you guys, he had to do the same thing Saturday night when Omar went down. Just tell me a little bit about how your relationship's been with him all year and how happy you are to see him step up in all these big moments.
Man, it makes me very happy. I remember when Charlie first I got here, before I got here, I remember getting a text in my DM and him just asking me, like, how should he prepare? Like, how should he be coming into college? And I'm just telling him simple stuff, just come in shape and then learn your plays when you get here. And ever since he's been here, his head's been down and he's just put in the work. This off season, he's made a tremendous jump. A lot of times after workouts and stuff, he was getting extra work in with Coach Eddie, doing releases and stuff, and it's showing off now. We have a great receiver room, so he had a chance to step in when I got out, and he's been making the most of it ever since. And for our offense, it helps us out a lot because now teams have to worry about Charlie. He's just as good as me, just as good as Coop, just as good as anybody. So to have him being able to do that, it's amazing. And the sky is the limit for Charlie. As long as he keeps doing what he's doing, he's gonna continue to have great success on this team.
Elijah, take me through that touchdown in the second half. You lined up in the slot, which isn't completely normal for you, and then the concentration, the physical part of it. What does it take to win a one-on-one ball like that?
Yeah, first is being in the slot. Yeah, I like moving around in the slot. Slot gives me more space to work. Gave me a slot fade before pre-snap. I knew it was man-to-man just because the corner had moved in with me, so it was a man-to-man look. Then he pressed up on me, so I'm like, oh yeah, I know most likely I'm gonna get the ball. Before that possession, Fernando had told me he was gonna come to me, so I'm always ready for the ball. And then O-line blocked perfect. Fernando threw a dime, and I was just able to get my hands on it and make a play.
Stand your right to Mike S. and then go Josh.
So right there, you're describing the game-winning catch in the Big Ten championship. You started as a zero-star at St. Francis. Like, how do you process that?
Man, it's crazy. I'm still processing it. Just the whole moment, just seeing the confetti coming down, us being on the podium, hearing the crowd pop, scoring the touchdown. It's a surreal feeling. Like, I got to thank the man above for allowing me to be in this position because there's a lot of times where I didn't know what was going to go on with my football career. So to be here right now talking to you guys, this is a blessing. So all these little moments that I've been going through, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot.
Yep. Front left to Josh.
Elijah, your first game here against FIU, people were gone by halftime. Fast forward to Saturday night, people were doing the fight song with you guys at Lucas Oil Stadium for the Big Ten championship. What are the emotions around that moment and how it's all grown in these last 2 years?
Man, it's crazy. I remember first being here, just there was excitement about the football team, but things weren't going good the past couple years, so they didn't really know. But as week after week, as we continue to keep winning, the fans show tremendous love. And going to Saturday, yeah, it was amazing. Hearing the crowd sing the fight song with us, man, it was crazy. It was like a movie again. Just that whole experience, man. I can't thank the fans enough. Without them, we wouldn't be able to be in this position. So shout out to the fans. Shout out to everybody supporting us.
On your left to Zach.
I asked Pat for his perspective of this. I'm curious for yours. It's just Fernando talked about, through the off season, through the summer, not wanting to presume a sort of a leadership role, that he felt like he had to earn it with his new teammates. How did you see him navigate that as somebody who obviously is going to work with him, not just in practice, but summer workouts, sort of 7-on-7 stuff? How did you see him navigate sort of earning basically the right to lead this team?
Yeah, really just day by day going to work. We understand who he was coming in, that he was going to be our guy, but he got that leadership role just by doing the stuff that he does every single day in the weight room, out in 7-on-7s, just talking to us, encouraging the guys in the locker room, talking to everybody. He walks by someone, doesn't matter who it is, he says what's up to you. So little stuff like that, it builds up over time. And then, of course, as long as you good play, you're gonna be a good leader. So just the work he puts in Monday to Sunday, that allows him to be a leader for us.
Stay on your left up top with Pete and go to Sammy.
Hey, Elijah, I guess what makes this receiving room so special that no matter if guys get hurt, somebody else steps up? I mean, what is the secret to having this kind of success?
Yeah, I'll say, first of all, a very unselfish group that we're part in. Everybody wants everybody just to see. It doesn't matter the first on the depth chart or last on the depth chart. And then second, just the work we put in through practice leading up to the game, I feel like is why we have success out there on Saturday. Coach Shanny's a great receiver coach. I've been with him for 3 years now, and he pushes me every single day to continue to get better. It doesn't matter if I have come off a game with 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's gonna act like I had 0 yards. So to have someone like that in your corner that's gonna push you like that, it helps all of us. And I got Coops pushing me. He's one of the greatest. EJ's pushing me. Charlie's pushing me. We're all pushing each other. So when you have great guys pushing you like that every single day, it's gonna breed excellence.
Right to Sammy and then Matt.
Elijah, going back to your recruiting process and people doubting your physical talents, how much did that make you focus more on just the technical part of being a receiver, using your hands, your footwork, breaks and route running and all that stuff?
Yeah, I focused on it a lot. A lot of times, growing up, like throughout high school, I've never had a receiver trainer or anything. The first real receiver trainer I've had was this past summer. I got down with Goldfeet, is his name, down in Florida. He taught me. We had some sessions together, got some good working with them. But other than that, it was just me at the field copying stuff I'm seeing on Instagram, just repping it, just repetition after repetition. And I feel like that gave me a competitive edge over a lot of people. But a lot of stuff I still got to work on. So it's crazy just being here and just seeing the work that I put in. But there's so much work that I still got to continue to put in, starting now, leading up to January 1st, and continuing on from then.
We'll stand right to Matt and then go to Nick.
Elijah EJ was a guy last year. He had a rough year. And he was banged up, but he actually went into the portal, came back. I guess how big was his return for you guys, and how happy have you been for him that he's had the success he's had this year?
Man, it's been very big having EJ back. When I first got here, just seeing him move around, run routes and stuff, he moves great. He's one of the better receivers that I've been around. So the problem with him, he just hasn't been able to stay healthy, which he can't really control. You know, sometimes that's how life happens. But this year, I'm glad he's been able to be healthy. He's made big plays for us, and I could expect him to continue to make big plays for us. He's a close friend of mine, so we talk more than just football. We talk every single day, so I appreciate EJ for being here, and I continue to look forward for him to make plays for us.
All right, we'll go middle second row to Nick, and then we'll go to Will.
Elijah, last year you guys went out to the Rose Bowl to play UCLA. Now a year later, you're going back to play in the real thing. When you guys were there a year ago, did you ever think you'd be back there playing in that game?
I always wish for it. It's kind of hard to tell just because like it was so far ahead. But it's amazing being in the Rose Bowl. That's like a legendary game. Just playing on that field last year, it felt cool to be in legendary, being in that locker room. So being there January 1st, I know it's gonna be packed out there. Like it's gonna be a legendary atmosphere. So I can't wait.
Third row to Will and then Joe.
Elijah, Sig over the last few days has been joking about keeping you guys humble and hungry. How do you guys in the locker room go about keeping yourselves humble over these next 3 weeks and not focusing on what's been accomplished so far?
Yeah, we understand we had a big win on Saturday, Big Ten championship, but we understand we want more than that. We're gonna get over this win, starting now and moving on, start going on to who we got to play next, focusing on that. But just like I said, putting that work in practice and then continuing to understand what our goal is. That's gonna keep us humble, and we're never going to be too cocky because, like I said, we just understand what our ultimate goal wants to be.
All right, we'll go top to Joe and then to Lou.
Elijah, a lot of people have asked Fernando about the Heisman Trophy, and he always kind of deflects it, never really takes credit, has that humble approach. You were on the podium with him during the celebration, chanting Heisman Doza. What is it about him that you feel he can win this award?
First of all, his talent and what he does on that field, and then for me, it's what he does outside of the game hours, the practice hours, the time that he spends in here watching film after practices, staying out there, going over the plays, just walking through them by himself. I feel like that's the reason why he has the success that he has. Like y'all don't see the unseen hours that he puts in every single day. He really loves his game, and he's gonna do everything he can to be the best player on that field every single Saturday, which he usually is the best player on the field every single Saturday. So for me to be able to, I played with a lot of quarterbacks, but for me to see the work that he puts in every single day, it motivates me to continue to be on my stuff. So I'm grateful for allowing me and Fernando to come together this year, and then hope we continue to do great things and hope we can win that Heisman.
We'll stand right with Lou and then go to Colin to wrap it up.
We've talked about and made jokes about the Waffle House and the nickname, and then I mentioned Mother Bears the other night because they opened a new one near me an hour away.
Yeah.
And I walk up there, and on the post, there's a poster of you on the front of the door. But that's leading to a serious question of, do you, in your mindset, always believe you are going to always be open.
Yeah.
When a play is called.
Yeah, of course. Being a receiver, you got to have that mentality. Even if I'm not open, I have belief in myself. I can make contested catches. I've been doing that for a big part of my career. So I have a lot of trust in myself just off of the work that I put in. And I know the guys around me believe in me. And I want to continue to show up for them, my family, my fans. So even when I'm not open, I feel like I'm open.
We'll wrap up with Colin on the right.
How is going up against this defense in practice? How do they make you better, and how have you seen them improve and build toward allowing just 10 points against the #1 team in the country?
Yeah, it's great going against them. D'Lo's one of the best corners that I've played in my career. So going against him, going against someone like Coach Haynes, who gives you all these different looks in practice. Camp got crazy sometimes. Like you get mad sometimes just because we go against each other every single day. So they start to know our plays and guessing it. So, but it makes it easier in a real game going against guys like that every single day.
Great. Thanks, Elijah.
Thank you, guys.